Hi guys! So the holiday season is underway, and to help us navigate through some of the craziness, I've come together with some of my favorite YouTube channels to put together a hassle-free holiday playlist. For this playlist, we've teamed up with the makers of Tylenol, who are celebrating all those special people who go above and beyond for others at this time of year with their program called Holiday Heroes. We all know someone who goes above and beyond for others. Well, here's a chance to make your holiday hero's life a little easier this season. In fact, all you have to do is submit a photo and a story about your holiday hero to the Tylenol Facebook page, and you could win a prize for yourself and your hero. Like a chauffeured limo to help you do your shopping, or maybe a day at the spa for some much-needed rest and relaxation in the new year. See the link below to learn more about some of the great experiences you could win. So in the spirit of celebrating holiday heroes, all of the ideas in this playlist have been inspired by our own holiday hero. And for me, that person is my grandmother. My grandmother was a Christmas cookie master. I don't know how she did it. She had 6 kids, 20 plus grandkids, but she still found time every year to make batches of cookies. It must have taken her weeks and probably caused her a few aches and pains along the way. Now, I am definitely not the cookie master, but I am lucky enough to have some of my grandma's recipes. And my favorite recipe is actually really easy. It's her recipe for Pecan Crescent cookies. So to make these cookies, the first thing we're gonna do is prep our pecans. For this recipe, you want very finely chopped pecans, so I think the easiest way to do this is in a food processor. You're gonna add the pecans to the food processor and give it a few pulses until they're very finely chopped. You want them to have a little bit of texture so they're not completely pulverized, but you do want them pretty fine. Once we're done with the pecans, we're gonna set those aside and move on to our standing mixer, which is where the rest of the recipe is gonna come together. We're gonna add some softened butter and beat it with a paddle attachment just until it's creamy. Then we're gonna add our powdered sugar and cream the butter and sugar together. We're gonna beat it on high for several minutes until it's a light pale color and very fluffy. We're beating air into the butter, and this really helps make a nice, delicate consistency for our cookie. Then we're gonna add a little bit of vanilla and just give that a spin until it's well incorporated. Now it's time to add our flour. You wanna add the flour just a little bit at a time, mixing on a low speed in between each addition. Once it's all added and blended together, we can throw in our chopped pecans. I just add them at one time and beat it on a slow, low setting until they're just blended. And that's it. Your dough is ready to go. How easy is that? Take about a tablespoon-sized pinch of dough and roll it between your hands. I like to taper the ends a little bit because that helps with the crescent shape. Lay down the dough on a cookie sheet and just shape it into a little moon. How cute are those? Once you've shaped all your dough, it's time to bake these cookies. Now these are a little unusual because you bake them at a very low temperature for a full hour. This gives them a really delicate melt-in-your-mouth consistency. Now you do have an hour to wait while these are baking, so go wrap some presents or maybe get some online shopping done. Once the cookies are done, we're gonna take them out of the oven and just let them sit on the counter for a few minutes until they're cool enough that you can handle them. You're gonna take each cookie and while it's warm, roll it in a bunch of powdered sugar. It gives it a really pretty, like snowy, frosty look on these cute little moons. Then you're gonna set them on a baking rack until they cool completely, and then you can store them in an airtight container. So there you have it, my hassle-free, easy cookie recipe inspired by my own holiday hero, my grandmother. Who's your holiday hero? Tylenol wants to know. Head over to the Tylenol page on Facebook via TylenolHolidayHeroes.com and share your story and photo for the opportunity to win an awesome prize for you and your holiday hero. And be sure and watch the other videos in this playlist. There's a ton of great ideas that I'm sure you guys will love. Happy holidays, everyone!